Hey guys, welcome back. So this is going to be part two to the video that I made earlier today on YouTube shutting down Dr. Umar Johnson's YouTube channel. And I'm really upset about that because I am a very avid follower of Dr. Umar Johnson. And not just him, but his mission that he is out, he's out on, right? He's been on this mission for many, many years, and it's like, why now? Why all of a sudden that he wants to build this school, this FDMG Academy, Frederick Douglass Marcus Garvey Academy for at-risk African American boys? All of a sudden, everybody wants to attack him now that he is set out to this mission. By the way, I am finished with my classes. Finally, I'm getting ready to head home. So excuse the noise, the background noise. I am outside. I'm waiting on my bus. But I have to do this video because he just actually created his YouTube channel. It had to been, I don't know, I don't even think it's been a good 2 months. I don't even think it's been a good month. I would say maybe a little less than 2 months that he had his YouTube channel up. And y'all, they doing the man so wrong, man. YouTube shut his thing down, and he was close to getting 20,000 followers. He was close to 20. I think he had like over 17,000. Now think about it. You guys don't understand how hard it is to get YouTube subscribers. This man had accumulated a striking. Oh, there come my bus, y'all. See, I knew this was gonna happen. He had accumulated a striking total of over 17,000 subscribers. That is a huge accomplishment. I don't see anything from him. Okay, you may not see it, and I think that's another thing. A lot of people saying, oh, I don't see he doing nothing because he just doing a lot of talk. No, sweetie, that's education. I don't understand. You know what, I'm going to catch the next bus. I got to finish this video. But I don't understand how black people can sit on y'all black asses and attack a black man who is out there doing something. Education is something. Y'all same black people spend thousands of dollars paying for higher education to predominantly white institutions. Thousands of dollars, right? That's valuable. But then you go and say that Dr. Umar, he's taking time out to educate the black community. He's not doing anything. No, sweetie, he's doing a lot. Open up your eyes. A lot of y'all are whitewashed. That's what it is. A lot of black people are whitewashed. I'm going to pass on this bus. We got to finish this, you guys. This is getting good. Let me step away from the street so y'all can hear me because I'm kind of close to the street. But a lot of y'all are whitewashed, so no, y'all don't see the work that black people are doing. Y'all have been sucked into this whole system of white supremacy that y'all looking at this man as the enemy, not even realizing this man is actually trying to fight for black people's lives. I know it's education, but what? Something, gas. I don't get what you're saying. Slow down, Helen, and take time to type out your, I know this topic can be very, exciting, very triggering, but take the time out to, slow down a little bit and type out your comments so I can see what you're saying. That's the excuse y'all use. Oh, sweetie, no, because you're not helping. You saying he's not helping, but you're not helping. You are not helping none. You are on here just like everybody else, all the other black people attacking him, which I've started to block a lot of y'all from commenting on my posts and from being a part of my page because I'm all about trying to advance the black community. Unless you're doing something to help this fight, stay back. Stay back because you're just getting in the way. To say he's not doing nothing, no, he's educating. Education is priceless. Bye, Helen. I don't need you on my page. I only need people who are supportive of the black community because we going through a lot. Y'all don't understand. It's a lot of things that the black community is fighting on so many different levels in different systems. In education, I think his main focus is in education because he's a licensed school psychologist. What he's doing is obvious. He's obvious. No, education is the primary thing. He's a lecturer. So to attack him because he's an educator, come on. This man is trying to build a school. As I was saying, I was talking about his YouTube channel. They shut it down.
to see that you guys like yourself, like coons like yourself, will go and try to attack him. He's just, think about it now. If you are African American and you have this vision that you want to create something for the black community, right? You are speaking. You are using a platform to speak. They have come to attack your platform. They attack his website. They took his website down. Attack his GoFundMe. This man is trying to raise money to build a school. And you have the nerve to say, what is he doing? No, ask yourself, what are you doing? That's the thing. I think the main people that are saying, oh, what is Dr. Umar Johnson doing? They ass ain't doing shit. Your ass is not doing nothing. Before you get on this post on Facebook Live or even on YouTube, when I post this to YouTube, before y'all come saying, what is Dr. Umar Johnson doing? Please tell me what you're doing for the black community. Because that's the whole thing. And that's, I think, what they like to see. All this infighting, black people going back and forth. What you doing? What you doing? That's not what we're not supposed to be doing this. We are not supposed to be fighting against each other. If we are not coming together to build the African American community, what are we doing? I take no interest in going back and forth with a person I do not know on social media to attack another scholar, a brother of mine, to say, what is he doing? No, I take no interest in that. You say Dr. Umar is extremely important to further us as a people because he's looking toward, exactly. I support him because he is doing a lot for the African American community. I've learned a lot from watching his lectures online, just looking at his videos online. I can imagine he's a force to be reckoned with in person, face to face. He does a lot. He spends face to face time with young boys. He's a good role model for young boys. I think the biggest issue about why he's being attacked, and I'm going to kind of address it for so many different levels. And mind you guys, I just finished my class. Like, I had class all day today, like 7 hours of class. I just finished, and I just missed my bus to finish this video. But yes, I want to welcome people who aren't here to attack Dr. Umar Johnson, can step outside the box and see the big picture, can overlook all the bullshit. Y'all get, like, social media, y'all get on my nerves with this social media stuff, because a lot of y'all, for this is just entertainment for y'all. Y'all feel like y'all got an opinion you want to share. You know, you want to, you know, just be heard or be seen. Everybody want to add a little 2 cents to the equation. But y'all ass ain't helping. Step your ass back. Step back. Because if you get on my post attacking Dr. Umar, I look at him as my brother. I never met him personally, but no. That's like to say, what the hell are you doing? For you to sit up here and question Dr. Umar and say, what is he doing? No, sweetie, what are you doing? Ask yourself, men and women who are so quick to say, oh, what has Dr. Umar did nothing for me? Stop it. Take some time to watch his videos. Listen to what he's saying. You so whitewashed. Your ass is so brainwashed by white supremacy that you don't even know the words that he's saying is to empower. It's not to create. A lot of people say, oh, he's just about creating division. Y'all don't see it. Did I do it? Didn't you go to what is that? I don't know what you're talking about. Did I go to Denby? I don't know. They're like, we gotta stop it. I feel like a lot of y'all attacking him. Because number one, a lot of y'all not even educated. So y'all looking at this brother with these credentials that were given to him by a predominantly white institution. Y'all feel some kind of way, right? Because it's like, on one hand, he's fighting for the African American community, but on the same token, he got these credentials from a PWI. And I noticed that in and of itself creates division within a black community, because the people who don't go to school, the people who aren't educated, look at people like myself, people like Dr. Umar Johnson, who do sacrifice themselves to go to get educated, to get these credentials, whether they want to or not. But everybody know that's the way for a lot of us to be able to survive, be able to make it, be able to make a career, is to go to school. That's what we've been taught. You know, personally, I'm pretty sure him looking back now and seeing all the hell he went through with his credentials and people questioning him, saying, oh, he's not a licensed psychologist, when he is a licensed psychologist. He's a licensed he's a licensed school psychologist. And a lot of people were questioning that, you know, as if a black man cannot be a doctor. It's like, y'all, the man is trying so hard to bring change, but it's like when he takes a few steps forward, y'all try to pull him back. That's the reason why I say, get the fuck off my post. Get the fuck off my post. because you're not helping. I don't like black people like that. Y'all are jumping on a bandwagon. You see, and I think really what it was is white people that started this whole attack. People hating. Could be black people, because you got black people that have a black face, but they white on the inside. They all about trying to defend white. They'll do anything, go to the extreme to try to defend white supremacy. You don't see it. You have black people say, oh, well, no, this is all about the human race. You know, all the races has got to unite. There's no black versus white, as if black people created this race war. And it's like, y'all are so blind. To me, it frustrates me to deal with black people like that, to listen to black people say things like that, as if we, the black people who are fighting for change for the black community, because we need to fight. We have to stand. In order for us to be respected as a nation, as a people, you got to stand up for who you are. That's all Dr. Umar Johnson. He's just standing firm in who he is, his identity, to say, no, I know who I am, and I'm all about my people, my community. To be about your community, to be about your people, does not mean that you hate white people. Now, a lot of people get that mistaken and say, oh, Dr. Umar Johnson, he's just creating division. He hates white people. And it's just like, get the fuck out of here. Everything that Dr. Umar Johnson stands for and he's about is in response to the racism that we have already been born into in this country. None of us asked to be here, number one, but we're placed here, we're born here, our parents had us, and this is the reality that we face. So you want to attack black people? This is the trend now. Y'all are attacking black people, the leaders that we do have. And no wonder why we can't bring about change. This man, Dr. Umar Johnson, raised close to $1 million for a school. He had a vision. He still has a vision to create and build this school, which I think is beautiful. Is to instill African values within black boys. If he's being a school psychologist, look, I see my words are all, y'all, I gotta slow down a little bit because my words are all kind of messed up. But being that he is a licensed school psychologist, he's been working in the school systems for quite some time. He's been working in public schools. I mean, you don't really have to work in public schools to see this shit is crap in America. It's not the best public schools. And to see that, yes, black kids are still being treated unfairly. Black boys specifically. It's like, y'all don't know the struggle. A lot of parents need to wake up. That's all he's about. He's about trying to educate black parents. He works with black parents. He does conferences, educating to say, oh, what is he doing? What is he doing? But then you have a licensed white doctor out there helping people, educating, doing therapy, right? And they get all these awards, they get all this recognition. Black people will look up to them, listen to every word they say, hold on to it like it's gold. But when we have a black, do y'all see the bias? Y'all don't even realize the bias that you guys have. Black people have a bias against our own selves. That's self-hatred. When a black doctor is out here being a scholar, doing research, educating black people, doing therapy within the black community, to say that that's nothing, you're dismissing his work to say he's doing nothing. I mean, Dr. Umar, my heart goes out to you, because I only can imagine how it feels to come across these ignorant comments from black people. The main ones you try to help are the main ones saying, oh, he's not doing nothing for me. What the hell you expect him to do for you? Pay your bills? He's educating you. Like the saying goes, you can teach a man to fish. He will live for a lifetime. You give a man a fish, he's just going to survive for that one day. Y'all looking for it to be force-fed. Y'all looking for somebody to feed you. No, this man is teaching you how to be self-sufficient. No, he cannot solve all the problems within the black community. But I think his theory, his perspective is worth listening to. Take some time to hear what he's saying. He's a black, a lot of y'all don't understand what that means. He's a black nationalist. Just like every other race of people have their communities. You know, we have Chinatown. You know, we have all of these little Italy, little this, right? These people know how to come together to build their communities. That's all he's trying to do, is to build up the black community, to strengthen the African American community, to empower. Yet and still, like, you guys see some of the negative comments, because that's all y'all focus on, right? I noticed that. You throw something negative, people latch onto that shit. That's all y'all concerned about is negativity. Quick to jump on negative comments. So y'all just jumping on the bandwagon. You see other people attacking him, saying, oh, he ain't doing nothing for the black community. What is he doing for the black community? Look him up. Look this man name up. Just listen to his videos. His education, his lectures alone has done a lot for the black community. If you can educate a mind, y'all don't understand. To say that he is doing nothing means that you guys don't value education. Or let me get this straight. Maybe you value white education. And I just overcame my headache. I'm doing all of this, trying to create this video in defense of Dr. Umar Johnson. And I just had a long day, just overcame my headache, But I have to say this. Why is he being criticized? I remember hearing things due to people question his credentials as a doctor and motive behind attempting to start his school, but haven't heard about anyone mention him in a negative way of, oh no, sweetie, they are attacking him. And I know this because I follow his pages. I'm a fan of him on Facebook and on YouTube. And I noticed on Facebook, the other day, just a couple days ago, not that long ago, just a few days ago, he just posted, he took a snapshot, a screenshot of his YouTube channel to show that they disabled his channel. YouTube disabled this man's channel, and he just launched his channel. He just launched it because I have been wondering. I have been seeing all these videos of Dr. Umar Johnson posted about other people that don't even like him, don't even support him. So meaning they are profiting off of his content, his videos, of his lectures, his speeches, even his live videos that he does. People will snag his videos and upload them to their YouTube channel. And I have been watching those videos under their channel, under their page, these haters' pages who don't even like Dr. Umar Johnson. And a lot of people spewing all these hate comments. You just read through the comments. People are just attacking him, questioning him. You guys don't understand the impact that this is causing. We have to stand with each other regardless. We have to be a strong force as a black community to stand by each other and stop attacking each other. Why do y'all hate Dr. Umar Johnson? Like, this man did nothing to the black community. Yes, he's very controversial in his views, and you guys have to understand why. He speaks against homosexuality, same-sex marriage. He doesn't like that. He talks about how his school, how he wants to make sure that he doesn't hire any homosexual couples, or employees who are homosexual, or employees who are in interracial marriages, because he wants to keep to his philosophy. That's just a certain perspective. You have people in other communities do the exact same thing. The Jews do it, the Italians do it. It's not necessarily that you hate other people, but it's just having love for your own race. There's nothing wrong with that. The moment a black man does it, y'all come and attack him. I'm like, stop it. This man is trying. I can see that he's trying. The fact that he was able to raise, number one, the fact that he's able to build a name. His name stands alone by itself. He is a brand now. People know who he is. So he must be doing something right. You don't get to build a brand if you ain't shit. This man obviously is doing something right. The fact that he has built a name for himself, Dr. Umar Johnson. And the fact that, I guess because I had been telling him for the longest, hey, you need to create your own YouTube channel. Create your own website. And I think he had his own website, but they shut it down, with the whole investigation with his credentials and stuff. People just attacking him left and right. That's not right, you guys. I don't see you guys doing this to any white doctors. You guys are so quick on social media. Y'all just twiddling y'all fingers and typing and doing all this shit that y'all do on social media behind these screens. Quick to go report. Like, to me, that's what bothers me. There's nothing wrong with pointing out when people are doing things wrong. But why are y'all so focused on this black man who's trying to do everything right for the black community? I don't get it. We have a lot. Y'all talking about malpractice. If y'all so-called want to be whistleblowers in the black community, y'all feel like y'all have a purpose to fulfill. You know, you have this mission that you're on, that you want to do. You want to be a whistleblower within the health community or whatever, because he is part, Dr. Umar Johnson, being that he's a school psychologist, being a psychologist, period, he's a part of the health field. So you guys want to be whistleblowers in the health field and want to shut down people who are malpracticing. There are tons of doctors you guys can go investigate. I can point you guys into the direction of a lot of doctors who are doing malpractice, if y'all want to do that. But it alarms me, the fact that you guys are so quick to jump on a bandwagon. You guys see that just because other people are attacking him, other people are saying, oh, he's not a doctor, you guys, look how quick you guys were to jump on that bandwagon. That to me is insane. That is foolishness, to say that he's not a doctor. And then after he had to go to court before the Pennsylvania State Board of Psychology to defend his license, and then y'all realize, oh, he is a doctor. You know, because he was saying that he was a doctor of clinical psychology because that's what his degree is in, but his license is for school psychology. And there's a difference between being a school psychologist and being a clinical psychologist. What I'm doing, I'm trained to become a clinical psychologist. You know, and within the field, I mean, yes, they have this thing about title. So you can't call yourself a clinical psychologist if you're not, which I don't think he did. He just said he's a doctor of clinical psychology, referring to his graduate degree. But his license and credentials, which gives him the authority to be able to practice as a doctor, is the school psychologist license, which he does have, which is still active. And so it's not a good look, because that's just like how they create these rumors about these black celebrities saying, oh, Bill Cosby raped this woman. You know, y'all making up all these lies about black people who fought so hard. Y'all know how hard it is to make it up the ladder. And that's that crab in the barrel mentality, because y'all are so quick to pull the people who barely made it out. I mean, y'all look at Dr. Y'all look up to him, which is a good thing. You put him on a high pedestal, but this man ain't no different from the rest of us. He's just a black man trying to make it, you know? And not only that, but decided to choose a career to give back to the community. I mean, there are a lot of things that he could be doing where he could be making a hell of a lot more money, than what he's making. But no, he's sacrificing. He does free parent workshops, I think he says on Wednesdays. You guys go check his page just to verify, but I believe it is on Wednesdays, where he does this teleconference where you guys can call in for free and ask questions to him. He has many years of working in the field, working with children, treating people. You can tell this man is very smart. But y'all want to hate. Somebody say, oh, he's the smartest, dumbest person I know. And it's just like, y'all, I don't like black people like that. Number one, I don't like negativity, number one, at all. But it really does something to me when you have black people want to get on here and attack other black people. Like, what are you gaining from trying to pull the next person down? That goes to show me how low you guys are. Because this man did nothing to you guys. This man did nothing. And for the gay people to feel like, oh, you are offended because he said he don't want any homosexual, that's his preference. That he doesn't have anything against homosexual people. He's just trying to create a new society within our current society that exists. There, at one point, y'all looked at homosexuality as a sin. Religion is what taught us that. And it's for a reason. He's just saying that within his school, because he has his vision to train and to develop young African-American boys before they become teenagers. He said he's trying to focus on little boys, the young ones, like in elementary school, grade school. He's trying to shape them into strong, educated, self-sufficient, conscious black men. And his idea within that is that, no, you don't want to expose them to homosexuality. I mean, that's his perspective. You know, everybody, of course, has their own perspective on the topic, but that's his perspective. What is the big deal with that? He doesn't want to teach young African-American boys that homosexuality is right. He doesn't want to send that message. He wants to promote heterosexual marriage at his school. because we know the trend, and he sees the trend that is happening within the current school system all over the United States. I mean, a lot of schools have already adopted the new curriculum where they are teaching kids about homosexuality. So whether parents want them to or not, the schools are already put into your child's face, basically making it more acceptable to say that it's normal, it's natural, there's nothing wrong with it. And of course there's the debate on it. Is it okay to teach kids this? Is it okay to tell them that it's okay, it's normal to be gay? Are you trying to promote these kids? Are you trying to encourage them to become gay? A lot of parents are opposed to that. So with his school, being that he's smart enough to tap into a market, because that's what it is, it's good smart business sense, I think, to see that how nationally there's this movement towards a certain thing. He basically wants to create a space for parents who don't want their kids in that kind of environment, learning those types of things and principles. It's certain principles that a good number of African American parents want to instill in their children, and that's all Dr. Umar Johnson is trying to lead. He's just trying to create a space, a school, an institution to support those parents with the training and experience and the knowledge that he has. And so y'all gonna attack the man for that? I mean, I just feel like y'all black people are very low, and we know, yes, it's bound to happen. People gonna hate either way, especially when you go in business, you're gonna have your competitors. But this level of hate, the way y'all coming at Dr. Umar Johnson, I'm like, no. That's why I had to tell that other girl, get off my post with that hatred, sister, because I don't do that. This man because y'all don't understand the impact that it has when y'all get on here and start making your little hate comments and acting like you suspicious of a black man just for being black, just for helping the community. I mean, we see the number of instances how a black person can be killed in the United States. So now we basically have a whole number of instances where black people can be their careers can be killed, right? A black person can be basically pulled down by their own people. All it takes is for some idiot on social media to be like, oh, they did this, or oh, they not a real doctor. Just throwing salt in the game, and then y'all latch on it. It's just like have sense to think for yourselves. We were just talking about this in my class today, my social psych class, about the whole thing about groupthink, how people, not even knowing it on a subconscious level, fall victim to this whole phenomenon of groupthink. You're around other people who think a certain way, who are believing a certain thing, and then you just jump on that same bandwagon without even thinking for yourself. Taking time to think for yourself, to say, well, wait a minute, I hear a lot of people saying this about Dr. Umar Johnson, but let me take the time to see for myself what it is. This man did nothing. I've been listening to what he's been saying. I don't say I agree with everything, but I definitely agree with his overall vision. The overall vision simply is to build a school to empower African American boys. What is a harm in that? It costs money to do that, people. Y'all saying, oh, well, why he ain't build a school yet? What he did with the money? $700,000 is not enough to build a school. That's not enough. Instead of y'all complaining and saying, oh, what does he do? How about your ass go donate? How about you go help fund the school? If you're not doing that, don't jump on my post. Number one, I'm most likely going to block you from my page if it's Facebook, and I'm going to hide your comments on YouTube. So nobody's not going to see what you're commenting. I done hear so many comments on YouTube, so many users on YouTube who comment on my posts, and they comment and thinking somebody's going to see what they're saying. Nobody going to see what you're saying. And for y'all on Facebook who want to, there's nothing wrong with sharing your opinion, but it's all about how you do it. Don't get on here talking about, oh, he ain't did nothing for the black community when this man is doing something for the black community. What the fuck has you church goers out there, y'all going to church, what the hell has your pastor done for you? What are these pastors doing for the black community? I would say Dr. Umar Johnson has done a lot more for the black community than these pastors will ever do. Because one thing the pastors ain't going to do, they ain't going to talk about racism. They're not going to talk about how can we beat racial oppression. How can we build a nation within ourselves? How can we really, truly build up the black community economically, financially, spiritually? They're not going to tell you about that. They're just going to say, oh, go and praise a white Jesus. That's what your pastor is telling you to do. Meanwhile, taking all your money, he's giving you this feel-good message. No, Dr. Umar Johnson's out there. He's out there hitting the ground running. I've seen where he has actually interacted with young boys. He's had programs where he's actually been a figure in these boys' lives, boys who don't even have fathers who are active. Dr. Umar Johnson is there to teach them different things, taking them to museums, museum trips, taking them to colleges, teaching them about the importance of higher education. For y'all to say he's not doing nothing, no. He's doing a lot. Y'all just don't see it. And I ain't got time to deal with y'all hating ass. You say, don't allow the blacks who oppose him to make you feel like every black person is against him, because they aren't. If he keeps pushing forward, I think he will reach his goals. Exactly. That's where I stand. I don't believe that every black person is against him. No. But I'm just making this video for the ones who have did what they did, because come on. They shut his fucking YouTube channel down. This man had close to 20. He accumulated nearly 20,000 subscribers in a matter of probably, 6 weeks, in a very short amount of time. He racked up a good number of subscribers on YouTube, close to 20 grand. And at the rate he was going, his shit was probably going to reach 1 million. At the rate it was going, because I saw his numbers going up. And I was supporting him like, go ahead, Dr. Umar Johnson. Do your thing. Because the reason why people probably question, why do you have so much respect for him? Like, why do you like him? I have a lot of respect for him because this man is fearless. I don't see no other black people out there who are willing to stand as firm as he is on their beliefs when it comes to what we do as a black community. Because this is the issue that happens. You got black people who are fighting for black lives, right? The importance of us basically just being able to survive in America, and not be bothered, not be harassed, be ridiculed, be mistreated. That's what he's doing. But the thing is this, it becomes an issue. You have to know that it's all about politics, where it does get tricky, because while you're fighting for black lives, it's like you're going to be offending other races. Let them be offended. That's what it means to be unapologetically black. It's not to say that you're just trying to go out there and offend people. No. But that just comes with the territory. The way things are set up in our society, they don't want us to be black. They don't want us to stand on our own 2 feet. You may say, oh no, we have, black people are owning homes, black people, own businesses. They do want us. There's equality. It's like y'all are just shutting your eyes closed. This man is obviously raising people's consciousness. He's not creating lies or stories. He's opening people's eyes. Y'all eyes just need to be open so you can see that no, it's not peaches and cream. Yes, there is discrimination in the schools. Yes, children are being misdiagnosed. A lot of African American boys are being misdiagnosed with ADHD, which he talks about a lot. It means a big thing. He talks about the school to prison pipeline. It starts in the school with these labels. Y'all fail to realize that this man is he's been preaching to y'all sun up and sun down. When y'all see him on these videos and he's going in for hours, he's just trying to tell y'all, just like Jesus. For y'all to say, oh, what has he done? That's like to say, what the fuck Jesus done? Because all Jesus did was give you scripture. So to say, oh, what hell he's giving you information that's vital to your existence as a black person. A lot of black people are so busy trying to fit in and be accepted by white America. I can understand why you guys take offense to what he says. Because white people may take offense to what he says. Because what black person is that bold to say the things that he says? And as a licensed psychologist, a lot of black people who have reached that level of quote-unquote success in our society are afraid to say the things that he says. Which leads me to my next point. The reason why I think he's so much under attack is because he's more than just a doctor. He really is a political leader. And sometimes the two disciplines, they don't agree. They do not agree. Because to be a doctor in our society, in our country, of course, there are regulations around that. it's a certain code of ethics, and it doesn't really agree when it comes to being a freedom fighter and to standing for your people. Those two collide. Being a psychologist slash doctor sometimes going to be interfering with, his role as a political leader, or vice versa. His role as a political leader is interfering with his role as a psychologist. So sometimes people scratch their heads and like, okay, is he really a psychologist? Because he's so politically driven that people are surprised to see that he can be a doctor saying the things that he's saying. Because to be, like I say, to be a professional, to be a person, a black person, in corporate, is like you have to act a certain way. You have to basically take on the beliefs of the dominant culture. You have to see the world through their lens, and he doesn't see the world through their lens. That's the biggest issue. He sees it through his lens, through the black African lens, and that's the biggest issue. So yes, there is a major interference with it too. It's like trying to wear two hats that are kind of interfering and competing against each other. Being a political leader, trying to be a doctor, maybe the two are difficult to handle at the same time. Obviously, because it's like, okay, are you a politician or are you a doctor? Because it's assumed that if you are a doctor, then you are for all people, right? You're for all people. Your focus shouldn't just be on one specific ethnic group. Doctors don't become doctors to just focus on, I'm just going to focus and treat and help white people, or I'm just going to focus and treat Asian people, or Italian people. Doctors are supposed to treat, they're supposed to be very skilled and ethnically competent, culturally competent, to be able to work with many different people from different cultures and not discriminate. That's the whole idea. But he's so passionate about his race. He's very passionate about educating and empowering the African American community, that he is obviously stepping on some toes, and people are thinking that, okay, he hates other people from other races. And it's like, nah, I don't think that. I think he's just so focused on black people that he's not thinking about, not considering how what he's doing is impacting people from other races. I think that's what it is. So it can be, it can be a catch-22. But this is the way I see it. Y'all have to look at it from the big picture and keep it 100. Because when it comes to doctors from other races and other cultures, guess what? They are doing what they can, and they're investing their time and energy to help and treat their people. They're not so much concerned. You don't have that many doctors. Oh, let me try to be culturally competent to try to help, people from other races. No, that's the reason why a lot of black people don't go to therapy. Why? Because a lot of psychologists are not bending over, white psychologists or people from other races as psychologists are not bending over backwards to try to understand and be able to properly conceptualize the issues that affect black people. They don't care. That's why you have, people like myself, people like Dr. Umar Johnson, many other doctors whose focus is primarily on the black community. Y'all don't understand that. You have to be in the field to get it, to see that much of the literature, much of the theories, much of the treatment that we have is specific to white people. It's very few interventions, treatments, theories that are based on black people. There's not even that many studies, clinical studies that are done on black people. And we just got nerve to say, y'all quick to say, oh, we all the same. What works for them works for us. Sometimes, but not necessarily. Not necessarily. Like I said, that leads back to why a lot of black people don't go to therapy. They shy away from it. Why? Because they don't feel understood when they go to talk to a white person or a white doctor. A lot of times white doctors are not culturally competent enough when it comes to psychological issues. Now, when it comes to the body, the medical related stuff, then okay, yeah, the body is a body, right? The body, it's almost the same. across the board. But no, psychologically, we know there are differences between races, between cultures, and you have to be competent with that particular race. That's all what he is. He is focused on being competent and working with African Americans. That's his specialty. That's just a specialty area. Y'all want to attack the man? I'm like, y'all need to go find something to do. Because you come on my post with that bullshit, I'm going to block your ass. And yes, as I always say, I stand behind Dr. Umar Johnson 100%. And what he's doing, he's a human being. A lot of y'all want to go and try to dig up dirt on him and say, oh, he did this. Who cares? He is human just like anybody else. What I see him doing is working really hard to try to get this school off the ground. And I'm sure if he had enough donations, enough support from the black community, he could make it happen. That's all we need. We need y'all to get off this coon bandwagon, because y'all so quick to be attacking black people. A black person try to get a little bit of education and try to give back. Y'all don't know how big of a slap in the face that is to black people. To black people like myself, Dr. Umar Johnson. We ain't the only ones. There's plenty of us out there, who come from the hood, who have lived that shit. We black, been black all our fucking lives. And we go through this whole corporate system, and go through this whole so-called higher education, what our society says to do, to get credentials, to give back to our community, to help, just to be attacked by the people that you're trying to help. And for this man to still say, you know what, despite the attacks, I'm still going to do what I need to do. I'm still going to stick to my mission and try to give back and try to help make a difference in the black community. That's all he's trying to. You can tell this man is very passionate. You can see the passion in this man's voice. You can see it in his face, Y'all so, he ain't doing nothing. He ain't, like, stop it. What the fuck are y'all doing? Please tell me what the hell. All right, before you comment, this is what y'all want y'all to do. Because y'all so quick to comment, oh, what is Dr. Umar Johnson doing? This is what I want y'all to do. Before you ask, what is he doing? Because it's obvious what he's doing. His work speaks for itself. Before you go do that, I want you to comment. I want y'all to comment and tell me what you're doing. So introduce yourself and say what you're doing for the black community. And then you can turn around and ask what Dr. Umar Johnson is doing. Until then, shut the fuck up, because all y'all doing is flapping y'all freaking gums and you're not helping none. You're not helping none. You might as well be a part of the KKK. Black people try to take a couple steps forward. This man, I think it's a very good thing that he's actually was able to reach $700,000 of donations on GoFundMe for a school. But that's not enough. And then they shut it down because people kept reporting him saying he's a fraud. Like, y'all, that's some hating shit. Who the fuck does that? To say he's a fraud? To say, oh, he's stealing the money? How? When this man makes money from his lectures. He makes an honest living from his lectures. So what I need y'all to do is get off my boy, Dr. Umar Johnson. Somebody who's really fighting, trying to make a difference in the black community, who's already made a difference. He's waking people up. He's empowering black people. To teach y'all that, this is what y'all need to learn. You ain't gotta be no yes sir, no yes ma'am. All y'all be quick, oh yes sir. Y'all quick to be yes master. Yes ma'am. He's trying to decondition. All of this conditioning, y'all, he's trying to deprogram all of y'all who have been programmed to believe and act like niggas. It's unfortunate, but a lot of us just have what you see within the black community is just a byproduct, and he's not immune to it. Obviously we all are victims of it. None of us are immune to being whitewashed, this whole Willie Lynch syndrome. He's just trying to help. We all can help each other. Let's just stop the bullshit, stop attacking the man, and let me see what y'all gonna do to help. If you ain't doing nothing to help, step back. Just step your ass back. I'm about to end this video, but much love to Dr. Umar Johnson. Know that your work is not going to go unnoticed. So we see exactly what you're doing. I appreciate what you're doing for the Black community. You have motivated me. He's motivated me in many different areas. A good portion of my lit review, because I'm getting ready to begin my dissertation and start writing my dissertation for my PhD. But a good portion of my literature review for my dissertation is influenced by his research. It's influenced by his philosophical approach. Because he's speaking some good stuff. He has some stuff for y'all to say, oh, he's not. Because a lot of y'all say he ain't doing nothing. Y'all don't even understand education. You don't appreciate education. You have no appreciation for literature. So I can get it. That's why you say, oh, what has he done? Like the author, I think she's an author if I'm not mistaken. But if you're not, you got authors that be saying, oh, what is he doing? What the fuck are you doing? What is writing urban fiction books doing? And don't get me wrong, because as a person who owns a nonprofit literary organization dedicated to promoting authors of African American descent who primarily write urban fiction, don't get me wrong, I love it. I think it is definitely a good outlet for a lot of Black people. But what you doing for the Black community? What is that doing for the Black community? Okay, shut up. All right, let me go. Let me get off this. But I just wish that, like I said in my previous video that I made earlier today, I just wish that Dr. Umar Johnson can get some support from some tech gurus, you know, some people who are very tech savvy, can create him an app, a website that's very, you know, protected. And he can create a community, his own community that he owns. Because the thing is this is not just for Dr. Umar Johnson, this is for other content creators, even like myself. You guys who create content, we think we own our YouTube channel. We think we own our Facebook page. You don't own it. All it takes is for some haters, just like Dr. Umar Johnson's haters, to go in numbers and try to make a report, and they try to shut it down. You know, because we obviously live in a democracy, so it's about numbers. And if enough people go and file a report and say, oh, this person did, we don't like this, and keep reporting, then it's going to bring it into question. You know, that's what happened with his page. And with him reaching nearly 20,000 subscribers, that's like a huge accomplishment. And his numbers were steady climbing. And for them to shut his page down, that's like you build something for it to be snatched away. And y'all wondering what's taking the school so long. Like, y'all don't realize y'all part of the problem. Somebody gonna come and say, oh, Dr. Umar Johnson's part of the problem. I'm like, no, motherfucker, you are part of the problem. Because your ass is not helping them. Every time you comment on here and speak negativity about Dr. Umar Johnson, you're spreading negativity. Y'all know how that shit spreads like a virus. It's very infectious. That shit spreads like a virus. People see negativity, latch onto it. You know, they get sucked up into that shit. And that shit spreads. Before you know it, you got a lot of people just attacking him and hating on this man. When his heart is good. This man's heart is good. He means well by the Black community. Take it from me. Take it from me. If he didn't, I wouldn't get on here and attack him. I just don't say anything about him. I noticed that not every Black person is for the Black community. I'll put that out there. Like the guy, what's his name? Tommy Sotomayor, whatever his name is. You know, I have some things that I don't like about him. But I'm not going to get on here bashing the man. You know, you got people get on there and want to create these videos about Dr. Umar Johnson. It's like, no, if I'm going to do that, I'm going to attack the system. I'm not going to attack another fellow brother or sister. Especially not on social. You don't do that on social media. You don't do that unless your ass is getting in the way. Like the motherfucker on my post earlier. Talking about what is he doing? If you getting in the way, then get your ass out the way. I'll make sure you can push you out the way. But outside of that, no. We don't get on here. We don't attack each other publicly. If we have something against each other, you go to them and you respectfully address your brother or your sister and let them know what it is that you know, have against them, or what do you think, you know, that they can improve upon, or how you can help, you know, offer your help to them. But let's stop the attacking. You know, it's like, no wonder we can't get no goddamn well. Y'all, the moment a black person try to do something, look what happens. Y'all just go in a way and try to pull somebody down. Like, we got to stop that. I'm tired of seeing it, and it's very unfortunate because I went to his page. I'm like, no, his channel cannot be shut down. But he still got his Facebook page, thankfully. So he's still doing his Facebook videos. But yes, we need to come together. We need somebody who's going to create him an app, because that's the digital age we live in now, where everybody has an app, you know, and he can build a community around that, his own community, and we go from there. And man, y'all got to stop this. The man obviously is a force to be reckoned with, so I already told him, hey, you're going down in history books, bruh. Don't worry about it. You're going down in history books because you're doing what you can. And what people fail to realize is that your haters are your motivators and your elevators. And I'm not necessarily a Christian, but I do believe some scriptures in the Bible, and the one that talks about how God will make your enemies your footstool. That means that not that you're going to put your feet on your enemies, but they're going to elevate you. A footstool is a tool that you use to elevate yourself, to make yourself higher. That's all your enemies are going to do, is bring you higher. So I see that the more people are attacking Dr. Umar Johnson, what I see, this man is going higher and higher and higher, and more people are learning about him. And hey, it's all good. Let me see what's up with this freaking bus, and I'm gonna catch you guys later in the next one. Let's spread this video. Let's share this video. Spread positivity. That's what we need. We need more black people. All of y'all who want to claim that you for the black community, and you know, want to help out, want to give back. What you can do is stand by this brother, because I think he's very bold. He ain't one of them Al Sharpness who be like, oh, let me try to say what's politically correct and try to please white people, please white back. No. Sometimes when you standing by your own race, when you standing up for black lives, you may offend some people. It happens all the time. I've seen it in my intercultural policies class, and it's perfectly fine. They're going to be offended. They might be hurt. Let them be hurt. That's their own guilt. That's their own. We ain't got nothing to do with that. Only thing, like that saying goes, only thing we got to do is stay black. If we can stay black, we can win. That's what it is. Hold on to your identity. Hold on to that blackness. That's all he's about. That's all the man about. He's just trying to empower black people, to encourage black people to say, hold on to your African identity. Hold on to it. All right, let me go. Love you guys. Bye.